Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, can you hear the music? Is my tie on straight? Am I in the camera right? Are you tuning in to the Matthew Rayburn Show? Hello, hello. Are you doing good? Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful that you're here. I'm so thankful for you being alive. I'm so thankful for you watching the Matthew Rayburn Show. Are you in a continuous state of betterment? Are you a positive force for good on this planet? You better be, because you're watching the Matthew Rayburn Show. Friday. Sleep outside today, guys, okay? It's National Public Sleeping Outside Day. Bums, you won't be in trouble because it's National Public Sleeping Outside Day. It's also National Floral Design Day. My tie, my pocket square, and this fake gray flower. I'm celebrating Floral Design Day. How are you going to celebrate life? Well, I know one way you're going to do it. You're going to be watching the Matthew Rayburn Show. Guys, seriously, I'm so thankful for you joining me. I'm so thankful for you listening. Please like this video, please share this video, please notify when the Matthew Rayburn Show goes live. I'm normally here on Fridays. I do little tiny segments throughout the week, but normally I do my long show on Fridays. I'm live here on Facebook. I'm also live on Periscope and Twitter. I'm going to be posting it on YouTube later. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening. Let us begin. Let's celebrate life with a National Day celebration. There's plenty of these today. Like I mentioned in the intro, it's National Public Sleeping Day. Those that like to sleep outside, fantastic. It's your day to do so. Use hashtag Public Sleeping Day in your social media posts today. Take a sleeping selfie. You can't actually take a selfie when you're sleeping, but you can pretend to be sleeping and then take a selfie. It gives some different types of naps. There's the power nap, is approximately 10 to 20 minutes long and can give a boost of energy to help you throughout the day. There's the hangover nap. It's about 30 minutes long, 10 minutes too many, leaving us loopy and wanting to stay asleep. There's the brainiac. It lasts about 60 minutes and includes the deepest of sleeps. While we may feel a little grogginess upon waking, much of the hangover has the ability to recall facts, names, and faces more so than any other of the naps. There's also the California King that lasts about 90 minutes, which some would call sleep, and is typically a full cycle of sleep. It also includes a REM, dream stage. This nap avoids the hangover because you sleep past the point of no return in the sense of you hit the REM cycle. Like I said, use hashtag Public Sleeping Day in your social media posts today. Take a nap. I like taking naps. I like taking a nap around like 2 p.m. every day, Central Time. I guess that would be 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That seems too late in the day. So I guess it would be 1 p.m. It doesn't matter. Just take a nap. It's good for you. It's good for your brain, good for your soul, good for your body. Yeah. All right, here we go. National Skip the Straw Day, or as I like to say, hashtag Virtue Signal Day. What, Matt? Yes, the main pollution that is caused by straws isn't America. What do you mean? It's caused by people that don't care, like the Chinese and the Indians. Those are good people, but they don't have the same care for the earth that we do. And so like 80% of the world's pollution comes from there. How are we growing the economy and still reducing our carbon footprint and our carbon output? Why? Well, America's fantastic. Natural gas and fracking. It's a beautiful thing. Look it up. But really, so use... Use hashtag Skip the Straw Day in your social media post today if you'd like to virtue signal about straws. Throw away your straw, recycle them, okay, but you're causing a bigger footprint on the Earth's carbon output if you decide to recycle, because you have to have extra trucks, extra people, extra equipment to clean it all up. That's okay, but just don't throw it away. Oh, what about all these landfills growing? Well, we got to work together to solve the problem as well. But there's some fun solutions out there. That there's some work programs that can be going on out there. But we're not talking about those because we're arguing about stupid things like the coronavirus. Let's get back on track. Let's celebrate life with National Day. Wink. You could use bamboo straws. You could use paper straws. You could use glass straws, stainless steel straws. Oh, goodness. Some of those are very dangerous and are kind of weird. You have to clean them every single time. But if you also want to thoroughly virtue signal your way through life, you can have a cleaning kit and use them at work and show everybody that you like to not use plastic straws. Anyways, Skip the Straw Day. Let's move on. It's the National Tartar Sauce Day. Do you enjoy tartar sauce? Oh, microphone. I also enjoy tartar sauce. Some of the things that I didn't know of usage for tartar sauce, besides they tell you how to make it, and there's different recipes and a little tweaking here and there. You can make it spicy, you can make it more creamy, you can make it more tart. See, it's It's fabulous for dunking fries, fritters, and other battered appetizers. Tartar sauce adds a zesty tang to fried foods. Because of the fat of the fried food, the tang helps cut through it. When used as a sauce, it adds a creamy brightness to fish, chicken, and beef recipes. I've never put tartar sauce on beef, but I might try it now. It can be used as a marinade. It's excellent for grilling too. Interesting. Mix into pasta or potato salad. That's also interesting. I'm going to be utilizing tartar sauce more throughout the day. I guess that's why Heinz has it the same size as the mayonnaise in the mayo aisle. Use hashtag National Tartar Sauce Day in your social media posts today. The reason I keep going like this with my head is because I keep thinking that I'm chopping off my head if I go forward. So if I become comfortable, I lose my face within the camera shot. So it's going to look awkward and strange, but at least you're listening and watching the Matthew Rayburn Show. I just need to get a better camera. Yeah, no, but I like to use my phone because you can upload it right then and there. I don't have a computer. Here, donate $1,200 to the Matthew Rayburn Fund so I can get a computer. Wink. I'm not really asking for money, but if you want to give me $1,200, I do need a computer. That's why I always use my phones, and I've got multiple cameras. It's just like, you think it's going to be convenient, and then it makes it harder for you. It's like, it's the silliest thing. Welcome to my life. Little confession time here on the Matthew Rayburn Show. It's National Tooth Fairy Day. Have you ever lost a tooth? Did you get 50 cents, a quarter, $5 underneath your pillow due to inflation? I wouldn't doubt if my nephews get $10 now. It's ridiculous. Anyways, use hashtag National Tooth Fairy Day in your social media posts today. Something that I learned that in the mid-20s, fairies were used for all sorts of health education. There were bath fairies, fresh air fairies, vegetable fairies, cleaning behind your ear fairies, all kinds of fairies. Then in 1927, Escher Watkins Arnold printed an 8-page pamphlet. They misspelled this on the website. Called the Tooth Fairy. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. What? He even had a name. Anyways, he would lay coins, dollars, gifts underneath the child's pillow if they were to place the broken tooth underneath of the pillow. Something that you won't lose a tooth on, but is also equally as delicious, but you probably would get a cavity from it if you ate enough of it, is chocolate souffle. It's National Chocolate Souffle Day. It's a French creme pastry flavored with a chocolate puree on the inside normally, white eggs beaten to soft peaks meringue, and you add cocoa and other greatness to it, and you can use hashtag Chocolate Souffle Day in your social media posts today. It's a challenging, any souffle is challenging to make because of the vibrations and the heat and the balance. Besides, like the ingredients and the science to make it, you got to be careful pulling it out because the vibrations will mess up the yeast and you'll pop it like a steamy, delicious bubble. Wink! It's National Floral Design Day. I already mentioned this in the intro, but I'm wearing a floral design tie, pocket square, and fake gray flower. You can purchase these things online. You can purchase these things at the dollar store. You can purchase this thing really in any store that sells men's fashion. You know what? I'm going to throw out this. After I retire, I'd love to own a haberdashery. Look it up, what a haberdashery is. I think I'm saying it right. Anyways, I'd like to own one. But I guess during my ownership, as I would own a haberdashery, I would be celebrating National Floral Design Day, and I probably would use posts to sell my business by using hashtag Floral Design Day in the social media posts of that particular day. I'm full of it today, guys. Full of it. I ate breakfast. I had 2 cups of coffee. That's what it is. I'm trying to wean myself down to 1, but I definitely had 2. It feels good. Word of the day. If you don't use your words, you're going to lose your words. English language is a beautiful word, or language, and today's word celebrates that language. Coax. C-O-A-X. Coax is the word of the day. It's a verb. First definition, to influence or gently urge by caressing or flattering. Wheedle. Second definition, to draw, gain, or persuade by means of gentle urging or flattery. Third definition, to manipulate with great perseverance and usually with considerable effort toward a desired state or activity. The government can coax you into something. Your girlfriend can coax you into other types of activities. You can personally coax yourself into eating a second donut or drinking a second cup of coffee. Coaxing can be used for good. Coaxing can be used for evil. Use coax in your social media posts I already did that part. In your vocabulary, expand your vocabulary. Weaselly people can coax others. Salesmen can coax you. You can coax your children into eating more vegetables. Coax. C-O-A-X. Coax. Oh my, this is a pretty interesting one. Let's do a little bit of weird news. Mini moon found orbiting Earth. For just the second time ever, astronomers may have detected a natural object orbiting Earth in addition to the moon. Interesting. This so-called mini-moon was reportedly spotted by researchers at the University of Arizona's Stewart Observatory, scientifically known as a temporarily captured object. The curious interloper measures approximately 6 to 12 feet in diameter and is believed to have been circling our planet for the last 3 years. Although the suspected natural nature of the mini-moon still needs to be ultimately confirmed, if it is indeed a rocky body of not a piece of space junk, 2020 CD3, as it is known, would only be the second temporarily captured object ever found, with the first being discovered back in 2006. It is, as its scientific designation suggests, the interstellar visitor proverbial misadventure being caught by Earth's gravity will soon come to an end, as astronomers say will likely escape our orbit this coming April. Mini moon. Weird. I knew that we were strong enough to catch things, but I thought it was strong enough to, like, bring it in, like, fully, like it would crash in. But the atmosphere would be so hot that it would burn up. How did the astronauts survive if they were just using metal and plastic? Let's not get into that right now. That's for another time. Weird news! Woo! That's fun. I love the weird news segment. It's always fun. It's always thought-provoking here on the Matthew Rivers Show. Comment down below. Follow me, like this video, share this video, notify yourself when I do go live. It's normally on Fridays, but I do segment out the show, and I post it throughout the day and then throughout the week. All right, we did that. We talked about that. So this particular segment's post is called 5 Things Mentally Strong People Avoid. And so I have a list of those 5 things, and it's great to be mentally strong. I promote being physically, spiritually, and mentally strong, but today we're going to be specifically talking about mental strength. One of the first things that mentally strong people avoid is spending mental energy on things you cannot control. I tend to have this particular issue. I have it when it comes to girls. I have it when it comes to work, like money. I have it when it comes to politics. It gets sometimes out of hand. I know a lot of people that get upset about things that they cannot control. It's wasted mental energy. You're stressing yourself out. There's no reason to increase your blood pressure over something that you can't control. It's a waste of time. It doesn't help anything. You could use your mental time and energy to benefit yourself and those around you by not dwelling on things you cannot control. You can find out ways to control things or control things that you have control of more, but it's a waste of time to be caught up in things that aren't real. Like one of the examples that I have a problem with that I do is I create a scenario that's not real to the point where I'm then arguing for or against the scenario that's not real. Whether it be, like I said, with a girl or with an interaction I had with a coworker, or whatever happened with a friend and it was good or bad, or it's like that thing in an argument where like a week later you're in the bathroom and all of a sudden you're like, I should have said that. That's what I'm talking about. Just don't waste your time on things that you can't control. Scenarios that are fake, scenarios that aren't real, scenarios that won't ever happen, scenarios that haven't happened yet. Second thing that mentally strong people avoid: dwelling on the past. You can't control the past because it's already happened. You need to add things that happen to yourself as strength. It's not helping those that love you or follow you or need your assistance because you're dwelling on things that are in the past and you're not moving forward. Now, I also tend not to look at the past and dwell on the past, but mainly tend to think about the future too much. I get over things sometimes too quickly, where I haven't really assessed what I was supposed to learn in that particular situation or moment, and I just keep moving forward. It might be the hyperactivity, it might be other things, whatever it may be. or maybe a strength that is kind of turned into a crutch, which would be the definition of a weakness, which is kind of ironic. But when you dwell too much on the past, you're spinning your tires. You're not moving forward. You're not doing anything. You're not living life. You're mentally you're stuck. So break down the wall, move forward, shake off them haters. Just do the best you can, as much as you can. That's what the show's about. Being in a continuous state of betterment, being a positive force for good. It's a real thing. And so it's just a real thing that you really need to assess, and you want to make sure you have incremental goals that you can write down to become better, to do better, to be better. And it's just, you want to be able to calculate those things so that you can show progress, and then you can look at yourself and give yourself a pat on the back from how well you're doing, but also to show others how to do the same, to help lead forward a movement of greatness and happiness. I know I'm speaking in vague terms and kind of big varietyness, but really these are things that mentally strong people avoid. And I've gone over 2, let's go over the 3rd. Avoid giving up after failure. I've failed so many times, I'm beginning to enjoy it. And yes, I'm an improv actor, and you learn how to keep making mistakes, and mistakes aren't mistakes. They're opportunities to learn. They're opportunities to do better. It's an opportunity to strengthen yourself. It's an opportunity to not make that same mistake. It's all about your perspective and your perception. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's so dark sometimes and heavy. But eventually, you gotta get over it. You gotta get over the past. What was the first one? You gotta stop wasting time on things you can't control. And then because you messed up in the past, so you're dwelling on it. You can't control what happened in the past, so you're dwelling on it. See, you're not moving forward. This is like metastasizing into a really bad problem. So if you were to shake off them haters and you add things that you failed at as strength, there's no stopping you. You're going to move forward with greatness and power and beauty, and it's going to be a beautiful thing, and others are going to be inspired by it and do the same. I'm getting inspired by reading these. Didn't you write these notes and do this before? I did, but it's different when you're doing it live. It's different when you're feeling the ness, the energy, the whatever you want to call it, what do the French say? Je ne sais quoi, which just means I don't know. See, the 4th one. Avoid resenting other people's success. What? You want to be successful, cool. But it tears yourself down when you're like poo-pooing other people's success. They either worked hard or sustained what they have. They've gained what they have, or whatever it may be. That's not helpful. Don't you want to be rich? Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be healthy? Don't you want to learn and be the best you can be, all the way you can be? Yes. And being a troll verbally, like when you're gossiping in Walmart, or being a troll on Twitter, taking people down with your negative mindset, that's not helpful in any way, shape, or form. And so I don't understand. Okay, I get why people would do that. It might be a defensive mechanism. That I just really abhor it so much, and I've denied that behavior in my mind so much that I consider it to be foreign. It's not necessarily foreign, because this individual thought it to be one of the top 5 things that mentally strong people avoid. So yeah, don't be resentful towards how other people succeeded. And having a mansion, a Lamborghini, and all that, it might not even be that great. How about you gain a real friend? If you gain one real friend, when you can call them in the middle of the night, when you can pray with them on the phone, when you can they can wire you $1,000, when they can bail you out of jail, when they can help you when you're sick. If you can get at least 1, oh my goodness, you're so wealthy. And if you can get 2, you are like, you got it, okay? Now, over the course of your life, one of the advice that my father gave me is to at least get 5 of those. If you can get 5, you're one of the wealthiest people in the world. If you can get 5. I think I have 2, working on 3. Anyways, the last one, avoid worrying about pleasing others. You know what? That's half the reason I'm doing this Matthew Ebron show. I wanted to be a positive force for good and be in a continuous state of betterment and to express myself and to express my emotions and my feelings because I want to be a conduit of positivity here on this earth because of Jesus, but because of just being alive. I don't want to be a waste of time or part of the problem. And so that said, I wanted to do this show. And so if you like it, love it, comment down below, share yourself. If you don't like it, put me on blast. And guess what? That's going to also benefit me. So I don't care with love. I don't care what other people think. I got to listen to my God. I got to listen to my future, myself, in the sense of don't rely on your own understanding. But I will add things that have happened to me in the past as strength. I will take the knowledge that I have and utilize it. And that's called wisdom. And so those things together, I'm going to do good things. I'm going to treat others as myself. I'm going to, deny more pleasure to build character. To, deny instant gratification to build character. I'm going to plan. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do great things. Why? I choose to. So So if you like it, great. If you don't like it, get out of here. No, I don't need that. I don't need the negativity. So shake off them haters. Yeah, but adapt that to yourself. Be nice. Be kind. But others might not take it as kindness. Be yourself as much as you can, as often as you can. If you don't, you begin to slowly die. It's just a thing. We got a comment here. I forget who exactly invited me to like, but I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. So share this, like this, because I'm trying to spread positivity in a dynamic, motivative way, because there's enough BS online that I don't like seeing, that I'm sick and tired of it. So I'm trying to push positivity as much as I can. So I know I'm bold, I know I'm strange, and I know I'm a bit of a spaz, but God bless you, God bless America, we need it. So, to review, the 5 things that mentally strong people avoid. First one, they don't spend time wasting their mental energy on things they cannot control. Second thing, they don't dwell in the past. Third thing, they don't give up after failure. Fourth thing, they don't resent other people's success. Fifth thing, worrying about pleasing others. If you adapt those things, you're going to add so much mental strength to yourself and to the world around you, because guess what? People are going to want to follow that. People are going to want to be around that. People are going to want to be a part of that, because it's a beautiful thing. Matthew Rayburn Show. Thank you so much for listening. Let's go on. Let's do something else. Okay, one of the funniest things that I ever heard was yesterday, and it was so succinct and so defined in one silly satirical word. The commie cough. The coronavirus is the commie cough. Where did it come from? The communist nation of China. No, the Chinese people are beautiful. They're great. They need to have, they need to benefit from the lives that they're living. They're missionaries in Jesus and all and the greatest culture and celebration and life and all that. All that needs to be celebrated equally upon all nations. Great, cool. Communism sucks. President Xi's a dictator, and he looks like Winnie the Pooh. It's like. And I'm so glad I can express myself and say that openly. But if I lived in China, that wouldn't be the case. And I'd probably have coronavirus. I'd probably have the commie cough. Okay, I just use hashtag commie cough in your social media posts today. It's very funny. I want that to spread. I talked about that. I talked about that. Communism is one thing, but let alone socialism. I mean, how did we let it seep in so easily? Well, people didn't think it was a bad idea. People forgot about I'm not talking about like the Red Scare. Even though, McCarthy had something right in the sense of it never really left the school system, so we're kind of metastasized into something that we actually consider to be valid when it's always failed, it's always been destructive, it's always been horrible, it's not a good thing. So I'm just sick and tired of people acting like, oh yeah, we're gonna try this little socialism here, socialism there. And it's funny how when you look at Finland and Denmark, they're more economically free than we are. It's such a sad story. It's such a ridiculous story. I mean, it's over the top. And Bernie Sanders thinks that's the example of what we need. If that's the example of what we need, it goes against what he's preaching. But does he know that? Or does he think that his followers are lemmings? Because part of me, no, they're not. They just want to benefit from the lives they're living, and they want the government to either help. I don't know. I know that the government's necessarily evil, and so it needs to get out of the way as much as possible. Because it's you and I that can work together, that can really help things. So when it's just so foreign to me to think that the government, it's not designed like that. And so then you're saying, okay, because of the revolution that they're going to be trying to put forward, they're going to redesign the government so that it does have that notion of wiping people's butt from cradle to grave. But that's not the way it is designed now. That's not the way it should be, because the churches should be doing that, the community should be doing that, the charity should be doing that. So I'm just so dumbfounded about how people, well, they have a lack of personal responsibility. They're godless. And so they have a void of structure and purpose in their life. And so therefore they're going to go along with everybody else collectively, which is socialism, collectivism. It's anti-individual, which is just another concept that's mind-blowing. I can go on and on. I can go on and on and on. Why? Because I live in America, and I'm live here on the Matthew Rayburn Show. Please like this video, share this video, notify yourself when it goes live. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm so thankful I can keep going on and on. People are watching and tuning in and leaving and coming back, or watching it later. And, I'm going to chop it up and use the best segments because socialism sucks, baby. Man, it's bad. It's just so awful. How could you even... I'm not even going to begin. Okay, let's Okay, we talked about that. There's a lot of things I talked about today. And I'm really thankful for that, because I have the ability to bring up things that I'm passionate about. I'm in a continuous state of betterment. I'm a positive force for good on this planet, and I know you want to be as well. Why? You're watching the show. 2, you're alive. You don't want to be part of the problem. I'm just like, I'm flying on caffeine. I love it. It's, caffeine's a real drug. But at the same time, I'm motivated, I'm dedicated, and I love you. No, really, I'm loving life. I'm living it. Finally, the sun came out here in Chicago. It's been gray for like 2 weeks straight. Woo! I mean, that is... I'm gonna just go outside. I don't even care how cold it is. Here, let me get the sunlight on my face. Oh, UV rays. All right, guys. Love you so much. God bless America. God bless Chicago. You know we need it, okay? Have a beautiful day. Ooh, ooh, dancing time. I love this song. It's so good. It's such a good song.